back in March, we really couldn't estimate what the cost of COVID was going to be. We all knew that there would be a cost and that it would be a big number. But of course, at that point in time, we had no idea what the immediate costs of the policy response were going to be. And in fact, it wasn't until the September budget that a number of 150 million was tentatively put in to take us to the 31st of March this year. And of course, looking at the numbers to December, even though the budget was set in September, we're already at 167 million compared to the overall budget. And of course, you know, we still have 3 months of the financial year to go. So I expect that by the time we get to the end of March, that number will be higher.
But the projection or the allocation of 150 million was only up until September, is that correct?
That's not my understanding. If you look in September, the budget was set in September, where that number first appeared in the bill, in the second supplementary or amendment bill to the budget. It certainly was not there in March. So really, this is a number that was set in September to take us to March this year.
Okay, and if we look at the allocations themselves, I know that your primary concern is that of the contribution to government revenues, which is 122 million.
Yes, I mean that is of the 167 million. It's the about 73% of that number. So it's a very large amount of the 167 million. The actual expenditure, the amount spent on the cost of meeting the response is 45 million. So what we're seeing is the impact of COVID on lost government revenue.
Can you break that down for us? What exactly does that mean?
Well, if you look at the detailed statement that was gazetted, of the 122 million, which represents lost government revenue, you will see that, excuse me, I'll take my glasses off, you know, loss of revenue of 64 million of import duty, 28 million corporate tax, 11 million income tax. And that's basically, you know, if we hadn't had COVID, the government would have expected to have received that level of revenue.